Okay, so here is the longest palindrome substring problem. I was having a pretty hard time trying to get this one down, so I did watch a video, but I am going to try to just explain how I understand it. So, to find the longest palindrome string, we could brute force it by checking everything, by going first one, and then go to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go to the next one, do the same thing, and then next one, and then keep on expanding that way. But you would have to check each letter, and then another for loop to do the next, and then to check if it's a palindrome's already O of n, so that would be n cubed. So the solution that everyone else comes up with is expanding from the middle. So it'll take this first letter and then check left and then check right. And if this right and left equal the same, it will keep on going on. But since there's nothing over here, it'll just move on to A. So then A will check left and then check right. And then those are the same. So that is a palindrome. And then it will go check again, A, and there's nothing here. So then it'll go next to B. B, we'll check A, and then nothing. That's the same. So then it'll go again, B, D. Those are different. And the longest is BAB, and then, or ABA. But since BAB is found first, it would output that. Actually, the way I might code it, it'll probably output ABA. And then same with this one. When it's even, BB, you can't really check the middle because there would be no valid palindrome if you check from outward from each letter. So if they're the same, you check outward from these two. So it'll be from this index plus that index plus 1. So index 1, and check if index 1 plus 1 is the same. And if it's the same, do the same thing. So the way we want to code this is we want to get the solution. So solution, then let's store that as an empty string. And then we want the length right now, which is 0. And then, so for I in range of lane S, so the entirety of the string, let's do this odd one first. So odd, we initialize our left pointer equals I, and then our right pointer also equals I, and then we want to check while left is greater than or equal to 0, and right is less than the length of S. Doesn't need to be equal because when you index to the string, the length is the amount. So then if it's just less than, it'll still go up to the end, but then it'll stop one before because the length is longer than the numbered index because it's indexed from 0. And then we want to also check if it is a palindrome still, so that string on the left and string on the right equal each other. And then so we check if the R minus L, and then we add 1 because of the index from 0. Check if that is greater than the length we have right now, we want to, so if it is greater, we want to store it in solution. So solution will equal s, and then that we want to start from the pointer on the index of where L is, and then where the right one is, and then it's R plus 1 because this only takes to the one right before the current index. So if R's on, like for example, R is on 3, so let's say we have the string A B A B. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3. And then let's just do A again. So if it's on 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and then it'll only take up to ABA. So then we want to index one more to get that. So it would be R plus 1. And then we want to update our length too. So length equals R minus 1, or minus L plus 1 for the same reason. And then we want to move our pointers. So we want to move our left pointer left, and then our right pointer right. And then for our even length, we want to do the same thing, but we want to stay in the while loop. Oh wait, we want to create a different while loop. The 4 is up here. Sorry, my bad. Left equals I, and then we want our right to equal the next one over. So in this example, BB, this will be I, and then this will be I plus 1, or I, and then I plus 1 right here. And then we want to do the same thing where we index out, or not index, check outward. So then that should be basically exactly the same, right? And then you want to return our solution because it only asks for the string. Run that and submit. Okay, yeah, and then this will be O of n squared. It's a for loop basically, and then there's the while loops, but these two while loops are running separately, so it's not inside each one. So O of n squared, and then space is just O of, I don't think it takes any, O of 1, maybe. I think so. But time is O of n squared. Yeah, this one was confusing for me to wrap my head around, so I did have to watch a video, but hopefully by me explaining it, I kind of learned a bit. But yeah.